is News 3 Now at 6.
Thank you for joining us tonight. A late change of plans. President Trump is going to bring a rally to Janesville on Saturday. That news broke just a few hours ago when we learned the campaign canceled its planned stop in La Crosse.
Now, there are a lot of people in Rock County and beyond asking the president to reconsider due to coronavirus concerns. Madeline O'Neill in Janesville tonight. Maddie?
Well, Janesville is getting less than 2 days notice that this regional airport here will be host to Air Force One and President Trump on Saturday afternoon. That's when the rally in La Crosse was originally scheduled, but Mayor Tim Cabot there had expressed concerns about hosting a rally in his city. This comes, of course, as Wisconsin is in the national spotlight for rising coronavirus cases. And that's why a group of Wisconsin doctors urged President Trump to cancel his rallies here in the state. But as of now, Trump is still scheduled to host a rally in Green Bay Saturday night. Before that, he'll be here in Janesville, set to give remarks at 3:30. Those who wish to attend can come here starting at 12:30. So we've been talking to area Republicans and Democrats about this news, who of course have quite different takes. We'll hear from them coming up tonight at 10.
Natalie O'Neill live tonight in Janesville. Maddie, thank you. Now, the Rock County Board reacting quickly to this, releasing a statement within an hour of the news, urging the president to reconsider coming to Janesville. County Board Chair Kara Purvaince says, quote, "It is irresponsible of the president to hold a rally that will put Rock County citizens in danger of contracting and spreading the virus."
So this comes as active cases in Rock County reach an all-time high. Today, the health department reports more than 600 active cases there. Adam Duxter shares why this could end up pushing hospitals to their limits.
Well, officials in Rock County say there are a number of factors that have led to the surge in coronavirus cases, including coronavirus fatigue, which they say has contributed to a large increase in cases of people in their young 20s. Today, there are 400 more active cases than this time last month, and hospitalizations in Rock County are nearing their highest case count since the pandemic started. Despite this, the county's epidemiologist said there's no one place cases can be tracked back to.
We're seeing spread from family members to other family members within the households. We're seeing people who have identified that work is probably the setting where they're getting exposed to the illness. Other people are being exposed in bars and restaurants.
Now, Nick Zupan and other health leaders are asking people to avoid all large crowds or groups. And despite a number of Rock County's new cases being linked to students going back to school, health officials say they feel the districts in Rock County are doing a good job so far at keeping students safe, and at this point are not recommending in-person learning to end. In Janesville, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Across the state today, 20 more people have died from the virus. Case-wise, we set another record, more than 2,900 new cases in Wisconsin. Now, today you may notice some different colors on this map. We adjusted the scale of the map to better represent those increasing numbers. The White House Coronavirus Task Force now lists Wisconsin in its red zone. The task force reportedly recommending social distancing to the, quote, maximal degree possible now. Wisconsin, with the third highest rate of new cases in the country. The report lists 12 hotspots, with Green Bay and Appleton leading the list.
And check out this video. This was shot over Lake Monona from Olin Park. Just in the last couple of hours, a full rainbow on display. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, this is the type of weather pattern where rainbows would probably be a little more likely because you have a mix of sun and some showers. So once the showers move out, if you have some sunshine, you can get a rainbow. We've also had a few people report a little bit of small hail from the showers, but you can also see the breaks in the clouds becoming more numerous farther to the north. Skies are clearing out across central Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. And the showers right now moving through the Madison area, but those are ending north and west of the Dells. And I think most of the showers should be gone in the next hour or two. Temperatures right now right around 50 degrees, give or take a degree or two either side of that. Frost advisories have been issued overnight from 1 a.m. till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, west of Platteville to Lone Rock to the Dells line. East of there, including Madison, Milwaukee, that advisory runs from 3 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Alert days are in the forecast not only for tomorrow morning, but for Saturday morning as well. Temperatures again falling into the middle 30s means the possibility for widespread frost. Look for an overnight low in Madison of 34 degrees by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow's high only reaching 50. We'll see some showers this weekend and maybe another threat for frost Sunday night, but after that, temperatures should turn the corner. I'll have more details and weather in a few minutes.
Governor Tony Evers holding his second briefing today after record COVID-19 numbers, calling them alarming. Melissa Kim joins us now with more on what he says Wisconsinites need to do. Melissa?
Well, Charlotte, it feels like it's been a very long time since the Department of Health Services first put out these guidelines. Stay home, wear a mask, and social distance. And today, health officials said, yes, this is all inconvenient, might be inconvenient, and it's also frustrating. But Governor Evers says at the end of the day, whether we're tired of it or not, the longer it takes for everyone to follow those rules and take this seriously, the longer we'll have to live like this. And he's not the only one saying that. The president and CEO of Medicare agrees.
By doing the simple things that may be aggravating at times, that may be difficult at times, the masking, the social distancing, not gathering in large numbers, now going into the flu season, making sure that we get the flu shot, making sure that you're keeping distance from somebody who may have symptoms, making sure that we are not having sleepovers, for example. All of those things contribute to the number of cases that we are seeing in our communities.
He also says that even though 95% of the beds at his facilities are full, it's also about the staffing of these hospitals and clinics and making sure nurses and doctors are also not exposed or infected. Now, Governor Evers did sign an order to allow more providers and healthcare employees licensed in other states to practice here in the state of Wisconsin because of that issue. But really, he and DHS Secretary-designate Andrea Palmer asking people to simply stop the spread.
Melissa, thank you. Dane County has now confirmed more than 10,000 total cases since the start of the pandemic. Roughly 44% of the county's total come from last month alone, since September 1st.
The hospital capacity in our region has increased by 38% recently. And this week, we have seen 37 people hospitalized for COVID in Dane County, which is a statistically significant increase compared to last week.
Well, early September saw a large spike, largely due to the UW starting its in-person fall semester. Public health officials said last week the most recent spike in cases is not tied to the university. Meanwhile, at the UW, there was a jump in cases today. In total, 70 new cases reported, 20 on campus, 50 off campus. As of this morning, 24 students are in on-campus isolation, 34 are in housing quarantine, and that's in addition to those in fraternity and sorority chapter houses.
Dane County likely won't have a bold new budget next year. Right now, the focus is all about staying afloat. The county executive laid out his spending requests for 2021 this afternoon, and Amy Reed read over them and shares how the county hopes to account for the unknowns of COVID-19. Amy?
Well, the county is estimating about a $12 million loss in revenue that they had to account for in this budget. And with multi-million-dollar losses expected next year, too, the county executive told us he's glad the county saved when it could.
Budget times are usually challenging in and of themselves, but when you have to put one together under these circumstances, it's quite a feat.
With millions lost in tax and other revenue this year due largely to the coronavirus, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi said many new projects will need to wait. Instead, he said his office is focused on maintaining the services we currently have.
Fortunately, we have been incredibly prudent over the last decade in building up the rainy day fund because eventually it rains, and boy, did it rain this year.
A budget proposal Parisi laid out today put more than $230 million in funding human services projects. That covers money for affordable housing projects and a grant for a new overnight shelter. He also suggests putting hundreds of thousands toward a behavioral health center and tens of thousands to local businesses.
You know, he's right. This is a deeply challenging year. This is a challenging budget. And I think that what the county executive has put together is a good base for the county board to work off of.
County Board Chair Annalise Eichner said it was disappointing the county couldn't fund all the community projects they initially wanted, including some that would help youth and communities of color. But she's confident with other investments, the county can still improve equity.
You know, it's a little disappointing, but we are up to the task of continuing to make sure that, you know, what's needed to be funded is funded.
This budget is far from final. It'll take a little over a month for it to get through the approval process at the county board. And the board chair told me today that she welcomes input from the community as they go through that process.
Amy, thank you. And still to come tonight, a pair of Wisconsin-based health providers teaming up, plus celebrating a major milestone for a Veterans Memorial in Mount Horeb. That story when we come back.
Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need a kitchen upgrade. Mad City Kitchens is your trusted local source for kitchen cabinet refacing. Avoid a lengthy remodel, stay under budget, and get a beautiful modern kitchen in as little as 2 days. Our design consultants make it easy and fun. Mad City Kitchens is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. 30 homeowners who call now will receive special savings on a kitchen upgrade with 75% off labor, 60 months 0% interest. Plus, receive a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase. We'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a free $50 Amazon gift card with your in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, have your zip code and location ready to qualify. Call 608-298-5383. That's 608-298-5383.
I've been a police officer for nearly 32 years. Joe Biden does not have the backs of police officers.
Joe Biden's silence is encouraging the rioters. If Joe Biden's elected, it's just going to continue.
Joe Biden empowers these people. The more you empower them, the more crime they go to commit.
In Joe Biden's America, we'll all be in danger. If you support the police and you want to be safe in your home and you want your children safe, support Donald Trump.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hey, Madison voters, don't let the pandemic suppress your vote. Create your safe voting plan now. You have options. Visit cityofmadison.com/clerk to create your safe voting plan today. Brought to you by the Madison City Clerk's Office.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The village of Mount Horeb is celebrating a major milestone in the completion of a new monument built to honor local veterans. The centerpiece of the project, called the Freedom Tower, was just installed yesterday. This monument has been a community effort that began back in 2017 with the village providing the land at no cost. The executive director of the project says it was built for veterans by veterans.
This place, it's out in the country. So there's no soccer fields, there's no ball diamonds to interrupt. So for people to come, especially veterans, to come here, they will visit, they will see the names, they will reminisce, they will heal. It'll be a healing process for them.
He says once it is complete, everything in the memorial is shaped like a pentagon to represent the 5 branches of the military. The organization raised more than $600,000 in 2.5 years to make this happen. So once it is complete, the organization will give the property back to the village of Mount Horeb.
A Portage Healthcare facility is making a slight change to its name as it becomes part of a large health group. Back in February, Divine Savior Healthcare joined the Aspirus Health System, and today they held an event unveiling the new name and logo. Aspirus is a non-profit healthcare system based in Wausau. The two organizations are now working as one to expand services to people in that area. We've collected nearly 460 new winter coats and accessories today for our annual Coats for Kids campaign, and that brings us to a total of 3,193 donations, and our collection deadline is October 10th. So if you can contribute, please drop off your items at any Clinky Cleaner location in the next 9 days, and the freshly cleaned coats and winter accessories will be distributed from October 23rd through October 31st.
Still to come at 6, an update from the Wisconsin Elections Commission ahead of next month's general election. Plus, after casting an absentee ballot, what happens to it? We'll take a closer look next.
And we'll check back in with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. We're looking ahead to this weekend's forecast. Stay with us.
Our current president has failed. He's failed to protect us. He's failed to protect America. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America without exception every time. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
It's Steinhoffel's 86th anniversary, and we're celebrating with 35% off store-wide, plus an extra $86 off every $7.99 you spend. Your choice sofa or bed only $3.99 each. Get ready for the holidays with this dining room set, now only $9.99. Take an extra 5% off all Canadel dining sets, both in stock and custom order. And use Steinhoffel's no money down 60-month special financing. So shop Steinhoffel's and celebrate with our family during our 86th anniversary sale.
Don't miss out on these great deals at Govan Cars Grand Opening Sale. You can buy 2016 or 2017 Dodge Grand Caravans well equipped for only $10,995 or $175 per month.
That's right. Buy a 2016 or 2017 Dodge Grand Caravan very well equipped starting at $10,995 or $175 per month. So just hurry in today and ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Govan.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Govan.
You gotta go to Govan, GovanCars.com.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Get the seed you need at Menards. Attract a wide variety of birds to your yard with Enchanted Garden Bird Food. Pick up a 20-pound bag of wild bird food for just $4.89 after 11% rebate. Nature's finest thick and hardy grass seed is a quality blend that grows well in full sun to part shade. A 5-pound bag is just $9.99 after 11% rebate. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
We can't deal with an economic crisis until you beat the pandemic. You can't have an economic comeback when almost 1,000 Americans die each day from COVID. Mr. President, do your job. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Welcome back. An update today from the Wisconsin Elections Commission. So far, the state has more than 3.5 million registered voters. More than 1 million absentee ballots have been requested, and that is leading to some questions come Election Day.
It's almost like having to run 2 elections on the same day, right? Because absentee ballots cannot be processed and tallied until the polls open on Election Day. Plus, you're going to have all those in-person voters. And so you need enough staff to both process those absentee ballots and enough staff to run the in-person processes at the polls on Election Day.
Earlier this week, the Madison Clerk's Office said it is taking no longer taking applications for poll workers after 6,000 people signed up.
With the record numbers of absentee voters this year and a lot of people having some skepticism about the mail-in process, our Jamie Perez previews a story that will air tonight on News 3 Now at 10 about how the Wisconsin Elections Commission is making the process more transparent so you know exactly where your ballot is.
There are a lot of people talking about making sure their vote counts this election season. Where does your ballot go after you put it in the mailbox? Today I spoke with the Wisconsin Election Commission about several things that you might be curious about, including how to track where your ballot is on the My Vote website, how to see if there's a problem with processing your ballot, and when your ballot has actually been received and is in the clerk's hand. All of that and more in a comprehensive story is coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
The My Vote website that Jamie just mentioned is available at any time for people to request an absentee ballot and also to check your voter registration information at any time as well. Remember, the last day to request your absentee ballot is October 29th, but election officials encourage you to not wait until then.
All right, on the lookout for some widespread frost this weekend. Gary now with our first warn forecast.
Yeah, we've got frost in the forecast, not only for tonight, but for tomorrow night as well, and possibly Sunday night. Now, we've got a few showers still left over across southern Wisconsin, but as we zoom in, you can see on high-resolution radar, the last of the showers are starting to shift south and east of Madison. A few of these have brought some small hail to people, but other places have not picked up any rain at all. Frost advisories in effect overnight from 1 a.m. until 8 a.m. tomorrow tomorrow morning for west of Platteville to Lone Rock to Wisconsin Dulles line. East of there, we have frost advisory from 3 a.m. until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for the rest of south central Wisconsin. Future track frost and freeze shows that by early tomorrow morning, temperatures will be in the mid-30s here in Madison. These slightly darker areas of blue, frost more likely there. The lighter blue, there'll be areas of frost, especially in low-lying areas. So get up into central Wisconsin, frost very likely, maybe even a hard freeze there. Now temperatures warm up to around 50 tomorrow afternoon or on Saturday afternoon, but notice by Saturday morning, those temperatures back down into the middle 30s. Again, the potential is there for a widespread frost. The greater threat perhaps over toward Dodge County and up into the Fox Valley, where the clouds will be a little bit thinner. There'll be a little more cloud cover on Saturday morning, but the winds will also be lighter. So at this point, we're probably looking at the potential for some frost. By 10 a.m. Saturday morning, most of the frost threat will be gone. We have alert days in the forecast for tomorrow morning and for Saturday morning for the threat for frost with those temperatures in the middle 30s. 3 things you need to know. Look for those cold temperatures for the next couple of nights. There'll be some shower chances from late Saturday into Sunday morning, and then milder weather will return by Tuesday of next week with temperatures jumping back into the 60s, and will stay there for the rest of next week and into the following weekend. Frost advisories in effect for all of southern and central Wisconsin. Freeze warnings up toward the Eau Claire area. North of there, the growing season pretty much has ended. Upper level winds right now from the north coming right in from Canada, so that's bringing down very chilly air for this time of year. The western part of the country has been mild. Notice the jet stream pushing northward into southern Canada, so it's been warm out there and very dry, which again does not help the wildfire situation. But notice this cold front coming through. That's what the last of the showers. Behind it, the skies are starting to clear out, and that's what's going to allow the temperatures to fall off. Notice those temperatures already in the 40s in northern Wisconsin and upper 30s in the UP of Michigan. Future track shows the skies clearing out overnight. We'll look for those temperatures to drop into the mid-30s. High temperatures tomorrow will be around 50. Tomorrow night, there'll be cloud cover, but it'll be high, thin clouds that shouldn't affect temperatures. By Saturday afternoon, we'll start to see showers coming in from the west, and that's when the better chances for rain will be late Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. 50 for the high tomorrow after some morning frost, and again, the frost possible for tomorrow night into Saturday morning as well. Alert dates in the forecast for that, but the showers will end on Sunday morning. Then look for temperatures to rebound next week. Just a slight chance for a shower from Tuesday night into Wednesday. Otherwise, it'll be dry and mild all of next week.
And coming up in sports, Jack Cohn back for another year as Mr. Starter for Wisconsin. The growth he's made from last year to this year. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save during Hy-Vee's 90th anniversary. Earn a 90-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver when you spend $90. That's a 90-cent fuel saver. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Join Anytime Fitness on Tuesday, October 6th during our 12-hour sale and literally only pay what you can. It's our way of helping you get back to making healthy happen. Pay what you can on Tuesday, October 6th at Anytime Fitness.
If I'm your president, on day one, we'll implement the national strategy I've been laying out since March. We'll develop and deploy rapid tests with results available immediately. We'll make the medical supplies and protective equipment that our country needs. We'll make them here in America. We'll have a national mandate to wear masks, not as a burden, but as a patriotic duty to protect one another. In short, we'll do what we should have done from the very beginning. Our current president has failed in his most basic duty to the nation. He's failed to protect America. And my fellow Americans, that is unforgivable. As president, I'll make you a promise. I'll protect America. I will defend us from every attack, seen and unseen, always, without exception, every time. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Now's the time to get the beautiful modern kitchen you've always wanted with custom cabinet refacing by Mad City Kitchens. We'll turn your old, outdated kitchen into the kitchen of your dreams in as little as 2 days. Right now, 30 homeowners will save with 75% off labor, plus 60 months 0% interest. You'll get a bonus $100 Walmart gift card with purchase, and call during this program to receive a free gift with your in-home estimate.
Save during Hy-Vee's 90th anniversary. Earn a 90-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver when you spend $90. That's a 90-cent fuel saver. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Only at Hy-Vee.
Important voter information, especially if you're voting by mail. News 3 Now has step-by-step guidance for requesting and then tracking your ballot online to make sure your vote counts on November 3rd. Tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Jack Cohn is back as Wisconsin's QB #1, and that's great news for Paul Chryst. Not only does his quarterback have a full year of being the guy under his belt, he's coming off a season where he led the Badgers to the Rose Bowl. And since fall camp started, the head Badger has already seen his quarterback take that next step not only on the field, but more importantly, with his leadership.
Taking care of his business, but also, you know, he's been around enough and cares a ton about this team and how to help lead and help everyone on this team be the best they can be.
I mean, guys know that they can look to him, whether it's for answers or energy or things like that, because Jack's always so consistent and brings the same juice every day.
The Packers released their injury report today, and it was a good news, bad news situation. The bad news, Allen Lazard did not practice because of a core injury. The good news, Devontae Adams did. Now, the question remains if he'll play on Monday. Remember, it is only Wednesday, and hamstring injuries can be tricky. But Adams made one thing clear. He's not going to rush it to get back on the field.
When I'm ready, you already know what mentality I'm bringing to the game. So, you know, I'm going to make sure I'm 100% before I'm back out there. But, you know, it's definitely something that, you know, I'm proud of the guys, by the way. I think that everybody always talks about it, you know, and kind of downplay it, but just the way that they approach the game, it makes it easier for me to not feel rushed to come back.
Brent Suter dreamt about this moment as a kid, and not just pitching in the playoffs, but being named the starter for Game 1 of a series. Well, last night against the Dodgers, that dream quickly became a nightmare. Suter struggled on the mound. In just 1 2/3 innings, he walked in 2 runs along with 5 batters. It was a postseason performance that just wasn't good.
Almost felt like an effect of like the whole world was just like zooming in. I couldn't make the adjustment. You know, I just had to keep trying to battle through it. Yeah, it's a bad feeling. I threw 2 innings, but I felt like I threw, 8. I couldn't believe how slow time was going by. It was not good, not fun.
You used your arm.
Lefties do not ever put down a lefty.
That's right.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much. And here's Gary with a final check.
Well, the last batch of showers moving through southern Wisconsin right now. You can see those mainly south and east of Madison. Temperatures are right around 50 degrees, some upper 40s already to the north. Frost advisories in effect overnight for all of southern Wisconsin. Look for temperatures that drop to about 34 here in town. Tomorrow's high temperature at 50 degrees with partly sunny skies. Saturday, we'll see the potential for some frost in the morning. That's why I have alert days for both tomorrow morning and Saturday morning. Some showers into Sunday morning, and then mainly dry weather for next week with temperatures back into the 60s, 70s by next weekend.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.